Taurus, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. So, Taurus, I feel you are really divided. You are really divided between your need to be Taurus, to be stable, secure, very pragmatic, very realistic, very thoughtful of the steps you are taking. And at the same time, you're craving a little bit of um, a little bit more of things happening, action, confidence, passion, things being much more, cut to the chase, things being much more immediate, things being much more quick and rapid to happen because you have the power within you to be that confident, because you have the power within you to be that bold. So there's this division, this conflict between either being too over the border or being too careful, being too introspective and too thoughtful of your own doings. This could be related with a work you're really trying to launch, something in your work life, something in your physical life, I mean, which could be work, finances, health, your connection with your own body, your well-being. There's something you're trying to integrate with stability. You're trying to look for that stability and you're working hard to get there. Maybe you're promoting you're working on learning new skills to take you to this new thing you're trying to launch. But again, there's this push and pull between being stable or being bold, being okay where you are step by step, or doing more, being much more action oriented. Well, the advice for you this week, it's not about being one or another. It's always about integration, but especially because you show up here with two kings. So the opportunity you have, the King of Pentacles, which is your own self. It's the King of Earth, is that person, that authority figure that embodies this mature earth qualities that's within you as being a Taurus. And the challenge is the King of Wands, so which is much more about fire, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's about being bold, confident, just not thinking so much and doing things, not being so careful, being much more about taking risks. So you are divided between taking risks or being secure, maybe. Or this could be a situation where you are dealing with someone that's pushing you to take some sort of risk you are not feeling you are quite ready to do. And the advice card is Temperance. So it's really about this week about following Temperance, because it's the major arcana here and it's the lesson for you this week. It's being patient. It's being able to take your time to understand the situation better. Don't act on each side. Be much more aware of the forces, the apparently um, opposing forces, things that don't match, like these two kings, which are so driven by different forces, but understanding that they can be met, understanding that you can integrate your own nature of being careful, thoughtful, and realistic, and at the same time not being too stuck. At the same time, being able to push forward a little bit, to go over the edge a little bit, but on your own way, which will happen when you integrate that fire energy within you. Actually, in astrology, we all have this natal chart divided within the 12 houses, and we all have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius doing something somewhere in our own charts. So it will be interesting for you if you wanted to know if you have that fire energy working, where it's working with you, or where you can access it. It's to look at your chart and understand which house and what that represents. The fire in you is much more easily expressed, because we all have the four elements going on in the natal chart. And it's really about you accessing the challenge and integrating the challenge, the King of Wands, within your own self. So maybe, like, I don't have any fire on my chart, um, as planets in signs wise, but I have, for example, Leo, the Leo cusp in the fifth house. So when I'm being creative, when I'm expressing myself, when I'm doing these YouTube videos, I'm in some sense accessing my fiery energy, because I'm taking a risk here. I'm being bold. I'm showing myself. Doing something that um, I'm doing something much more um, with initiative, much more at the present time, without being too stuck on my mind with whys, or I should or I shouldn't, or being too accountant of the risks. So it's about integrating both things within you. It's about understanding that you could be in your own self, because that's the main opportunity for you, is to stand on your ground, be observant, be observant of whatever you're trying to accomplish right now. But at the same time, don't forget the need to heal. Don't forget the need to integrate. Don't forget the need to be patient. So if there's a fiery person in your life right now pushing you, pushing your buttons, trying to make you move forward, trying to make you act on some sense or decide something, be mindful. That's a task. That person is showing an aspect of your own self that it's wanting to come out, that it's wanting to be expressed. And it doesn't need to be a challenge, because that person is actually acting as a divine intervention. So you can move in the direction you want to, in the direction you are supposed to at this moment, which this week especially is about you being patient, you being creative within the differences, you understanding the differences. Don't taking things so personally. Don't don't take whatever happens, whatever differences happen this week between you and other people, or just within yourself. Don't take things too personally, because it's a test of patience. It's for you to understand how to harmonize differences. It's about you understanding how to integrate apparent shocking differences into the same bowl, and creating this mixture, this beautiful exotic mixture of, in some sense, of your life, that's really going to make you feel better, because you're not neglecting some aspect of yourself that it's wanting to be expressed. But in order for you to get to that stage, and because we Taurus, we always want to go step by step, it's taking your time. Taking your time to understand how temperance is manifesting in your life. It's those moments where you can meditate, those moments where you can take your bath, those moments where you are enjoying your dinner, where you are enjoying your lover, where you are doing something that's really just so peaceful and beautiful. Those moments this week can promote a lot of insights about how to be okay with differences, how to integrate differences, either inside of yourself, this inner tension wanting to push you with different behaviors within the same situation, or someone else showing this fiery behavior outside and wanting you to step up to the plate. So Taurus, I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other next one.